Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Just gonna wait till a few more people get on the live. Psych. Nobody joins these. What's good? This is going to be uploaded as just a regular video. I'm lazy, so I don't want to edit, but I want to talk about Apple's recent event. So really cool stuff that came out here, and the big key here is the AI. AI, AI, AI. Yeah, yeah, oh. And everyone's been talking about the AI stuff, and it's great, right? But I want to talk about something that's missing here. Some of your favorite tech YouTubers might have mentioned this, but I don't think enough people are discussing this. Your phone is about to become obsolete. Yeah, you know that iPhone 15 you just got? It's about to become obsolete. Now, if you miss this important point, Apple is not supporting phones except the iPhone 15 Pro and beyond with this new software that they're coming out with. Not only that, but with the M1 products as well. So that means if you got that iPhone 15, the most recent phone that just got updated, you actually are not going to be able to get these new features in the upcoming update. So what do you get then? Well, you're probably going to get some of the basic updates, obviously, that are going to come with the new software. But this reminds me of when Apple moved to the M1 chip. Now, I personally had the last Intel chip. I had the Intel i9 processor. That was supposed to be my one and forever laptop. I spent a lot of money on that. And I made a video. If you go to my channel, you can see that video. But I got that laptop, and a few months later, Apple came out and announced that they're going with the M1 chip. Surprise, surprise. Now, this was, I felt uneasy about that because if they're going with their own chip, what incentive do they then have to keep supporting the Intel chips? Obviously, they will want everyone to migrate over to the M1 chips or above. So for me, at that point, I knew the clock started ticking for when my laptop was going to become obsolete. Fortunately, it didn't go obsolete all the way because there weren't a lot of products that were supporting the M1 exclusively. One of the features that was nice, though, was, for example, the connectivity between your devices. Desk view, for instance, when they made those continuity products or continuity applications on the iPhones. Now, I don't think those were available on the Intel chips. And if they were, they worked a lot better on the M1 chips. The other part was with the M1 chips, you could run some mobile software on your laptop. Besides that, your Apple experience was more or less the same. There wasn't a big difference. So this is a little bit different here because these are key functionalities. Obviously, Apple is going big on AI. They're talking about it. The recent Apple event talked about it so much. And going forward, they're not just going to stop talking about this. It's going to be a core feature. It's going to be the what defines the iOS software going forward. That's pretty much going to be iOS going forward. That it's going to be centered around AI. And if we're saying that this functionality is not going to be in any of the devices older or not the iPhone 15 Pro Max, not Pro Max, iPhone 15 Pro and beyond. If we're saying none of those devices are going to have that, at this point, we have a very distinct difference in the experience that these iPhones will have, the newer iPhones are going to have, that these other iPhones will not have. That is big. That automatically just puts the time ticking until these phones go completely obsolete. As far as Intel devices right now, if you still have those and you're doing a lot of basic functionality, browsing the web, it's fine. But pretty much you're going to be feeling just how outdated that processor is. You're going to be feeling how outdated that device is. Really, you need to be on the M chips right now. Same is going to go with these Apple device, these iPhones. You're going to feel how outdated your device is, and the clock, it's ticking. It's ticking, and it's not going to be. It's only going to be a matter of time now before you're going to see a lot of these devices start showing their age pretty soon. And it's pretty crazy because Apple is going on these world tour talking about how they are environmentally conscious and all of this. Okay, look, you're environmentally conscious and you just made a device that you knew you were coming out with this future. You knew new phones were going to be, you knew that Apple Intelligence was going to be a core feature. Literally, your iPhone 15 Pro supports that. Alongside that new device is the iPhone 15 that you came out with, but you did not put that feature on there. Look, I'm sorry, but Apple plays games. And you know what? Look, they're going to sell products, but I think we let them get away with some of these shenanigans that they pull off. You came out with the iPhone 15 alongside the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I keep saying Pro Max, the iPhone 15 Pro lines, but you didn't put into thought that those new phones will also need this feature. And I think that's just crazy. I think it's ridiculous. Back in the days, you could hold a iPhone or other Mac devices, specifically the iPhones. You could hold your iPhones for years. People held their iPhone for 5 years and beyond. And those days are gone. It's not even a year before since the iPhone 15 came out, and it's already been phased out pretty much. Needless to say, the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14, those are going to be phased out also because they're not going to have these features. And then even dating back to the iPhone 13. And another point to just show how reckless Apple is with how they're approaching this is that iPhone 15 literally has the incorrect lens layout. They're moving now to this vertical, if the rumors are correct. With the 16, they're moving to this vertical layout where both cameras are stacked on each other. And the point being is that this is going to help for spatial video recording. Why this is so thoughtless, not even thoughtless, because they obviously know why this is so messed up from Apple is that they came out with this iPhone 15 knowing that this is the future, this is where they're going, but they still put out this iPhone with the incorrect layout. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's messed up. I think it's just ridiculous and something that honestly, well, I'm going to get the iPhone 16 probably after all of this rant. But that's because I had the iPhone 12. I did not upgrade because there was no reason to upgrade up till now. But Apple has definitely made it clear that if you're still using these older devices, you are going to get phased out pretty quickly. So if you still want to stay with iPhone, definitely recommend not getting anything that is on the market right now. Just wait for the 16. You can go with the pros with the 15, but you know, that's expensive. So I would just wait for the 16s, and nobody's going to boycott Apple. because we're all weak-minded and we're all consumer centric. We love to feed that capitalistic machine. No one is going to boycott Apple. They're going to keep screwing us over. And, we're just going to be quiet and take it. Hey, it is what it is.